Yo guys, what is up? Brazyy here, and welcome back to episode 12 of the Skyblock series. So as you can see, we still got some slimes back here spawning and dying, so let's head over here real quick and we'll check out how many slime blocks and balls we have in between the episodes. One full chest, and almost a second one, and I think I only AFK'd and actually played on here for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, so in that time, that's not too bad. Also in here, got myself a little bit more sugarcane. Some of it I already took and turned into paper, and I unlocked a few of these guys already. So we got this guy here, and one of the villagers that we got down here is actually really valuable. Where is he? Not that guy. Nope, not him. Nope. This guy right here. Efficiency 5 for 29 emeralds. Our efficiency 4 guy is somewhere in here, and I think he's for like 50. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it was 53. 49. And that's efficiency 4, that's efficiency 5 for less than that. I mean, that is definitely a good unlock. I'm happy with that one. But yeah, I think we have just about enough glass to make our farm that we're going to be making today. And since I mentioned that farm, I might as well tell you guys what we're going to be doing. So this is a farm that we really need. As you can see with the sugarcane farm, not very many farms, if any, on here are automatic. I guess the iron farm, technically automatic. But yeah, so we're pretty much lacking really bad in automatic farms. And the reason for that is we don't have pretty much any redstone. I mean, we can get it from the villagers, but that takes way too much time and is way too tedious and is costing me way too much iron. So I figured today what we're going to have to do is go over to the witch hut and make ourselves our first ever witch farm. I find it kind of weird. So I do watch quite a bit of Skyblock on other people's channels as well. And honestly, I never see any of them building a witch farm. I don't know why. Like, it gets you glass bottles, which you need if you want to cure some more villagers, or zombify them and recure them so that you get lower trades. You also get sticks from that, so you can make yourself a little bit of a furnace array. You get redstone, which you obviously need, and you also get glowstone. So I don't really see why people don't build them, but never seeing anyone build any witch farms, which is kind of weird. Also, if you guys have any names for this cat right here, let me know. He needs a name. I figured we'd build it out of bone blocks primarily, considering, as you can see, I have way too many bone blocks. I don't even know what to do with these things. But anyway, enough rambling on. Let's get ourselves into the nether, and I'll show you guys where to build if you are playing along with me and don't know where the witch hut is. Well, hello nether. This is just a lovely place to be. So we're going to have to go to -101, and good thing I have a bit of cobblestone on me. So we'll build out this way, and I'll see you guys when I get to -101. Boom. -101. And I just realized I was going to say build to Z10, but we're already at Z8, so we pretty much don't have to build anywhere. Now you can just pretty much throw up your portal over here, and I don't think I have enough for the corners, so we're going to use some cobblestone like this. And don't be fooled, guys. You can get to the witch hut in the overworld, so you don't actually have to build a portal to get there if you're not at the point where you're really in the nether, but you probably should be, considering you start off in the nether. But if you don't have enough obsidian, maybe something like that happened, you can always build over to it in the overworld, but mind you not, you're going to have to probably build over 800 blocks to get there. So that's up to you. I wouldn't do it. I'd wait and get myself in the nether first. Oh, took a screenshot, my bad. But yeah, if you can't get in the nether, or you can't get yourself enough obsidian to get over here, you can always build over to here in the overworld. And I'll give you the coordinates too. Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, 815 and 65 is approximately where you need to be. And as you can see, we're so far over, you can actually see the normally generated world, but if you try to go over there, you'll get teleported back to the center. So don't think you're going to be able to get out and go collect all those precious resources. Maybe there's some diamonds, is there? Not seeing any diamonds yet. Anything? Some emeralds, no diamonds. So if you thought you were going to go out there and get some, oh, emeralds again. Yeah, so if you thought you were going to go out there and get some diamonds, you're not. Now that I have a basic little platform over here, as you can see, I think we already have a witch in it. Let's see if we could snipe that witch right out the window. Not hit the cat either. And I hit and killed the cat. Damn it. Let's see if we get the witch now. Oh, not a very good shot, I guess. Oh my god, how am I missing? Hit her once. Let's see if we hit her twice. And now she's out of the way. Anyway, I'm going to grab the rest of the resources that we're going to need, put them in some chests over here, and then we'll get to building this farm. So while I'm transporting all my materials over, I wanted to show you guys kind of a little trick that I am going to start using in all my pretty much nether builds now. So any place that I have to go that's more than probably like 20 blocks away, I'm going to start using soul sand, and I got a pair of soul speed 3 boots. And basically how you can get that is you can get a soul speed 3 book from any of the guys, like the piglins or anything like that. I'm not sure if you can get it from enchanting, but as you can see, we don't have an enchantment table. I don't think villagers drop that book either, so I don't think you can trade it from them. But as you guys can see, you pretty much get like a speed 3 effect when you walk on this stuff, and that definitely helps me transport items and get from A to B really fast in the nether. So I'm going to start using this everywhere so that I can get around very fast. Zoom in through the nether. Doesn't get much better than this. And look at that. We're already here. That was fast. Much faster than walking. Alright, so there's the witch hut there, and as you can see, now we have pretty much all the resources we're going to need to build this farm. So yeah, that's about enough slabs. We're going to bring over some bone blocks with us, and we're going to start mapping out the spawning layers on this farm. Alright, so now we made it from that platform over to here. We're going to pretty much start mapping out our spawning pads. So what you're going to want to do is kind of just put a temporary block up here for now, and since I'm using bone blocks, I'm going to have to go like this along the whole side, because if I don't, these are like a directional block, obviously. They're like trees, so if you place them like, we'll say like that, you could see it changes the way the grain is, and I don't want to do that. I want to keep it all going one way. So we're going to have to go like this to map out our spawning layers, and basically you want to just trace the whole, oh, and see, messed one of them up. You basically want to trace the whole top. I did it again. I did it 2 more times. Oh my god. So yeah, trace the top of the whole witch hut out, but in the front you are going to want to extend it out to the front of this platform, so it does go all the way out there. So it's 1 block farther in the top of the hut in the front. But yeah, basically it is the whole length of the hut. So where the stairs are to the other side of the stairs, you want to fill all that in. Now if you see, I'm going to replace this side over here with bone blocks as well, and then you're going to want to go down 2 blocks and make your next layer below this. Alright, so as you guys can see, I cleared this down a little bit, but I left in both the sides so you're still able to see a reference point of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go out to here and build again my little set of placer blocks along the edge of this farm so that I can get all my bone blocks in the same way. You don't have to do this, but if you're building it with a directional block like bone blocks or oak logs, you're definitely gonna have to do this. But yeah, I'm gonna build out another platform, and then I'll show you guys where the next one goes. Alright, and now what you guys are gonna want to do, go down 2 more blocks, and you're gonna want to build another layer down here. So basically, as you can see, it is right above the top of the hut and then right to the bottom of the hut right here. So literally at the bottom block, you're going to want to place your last spawning platform, and I'm going to do that right now. What you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to place trapdoors just like this, and make sure that you're facing toward the other side of the farm, so that when you open them, they all open like this, because if they don't, the farm's not going to work. So you want to do this, and then right behind it, you're going to want to put a bit of stone bricks or whatever solid block that you're using to build. Just make sure it's a solid block and not like glass or something like that. And then you're going to pretty much want to do that for all the layers. This is where pretty much how all these mobs are going to get actually flushed out of the farm and then fall into your little collection system, where you're going to either kill them manually, or in my case, I'm going to just have them fall to their deaths. And some of you might be old players, and you might remember how difficult and annoying it used to be. You had to make like big giant redstone contraptions and stuff in the old days when you were trying to make a giant witch farm, and now it's as simple as just a few trapdoors, very minimal redstone, and you have a super efficient witch farm. So it's just crazy to see how the game's actually changed. And it's weird because now I'm noticing that every farm and stuff like that, that it used to take hours and hours to build, for instance, like an iron farm used to be way more tedious and way bigger to build, even a single village one. Nowadays you can build an iron farm literally on your first day of the game. It's completely crazy. Takes a lot of getting used to for an old player, I guess. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw a little bit of glass on either side of these trapdoors, just so that when the water comes in, it's going to all stay in here and contained. It's not going to flow over on the sides. And I'm pretty sure I watched a video and I saw that the guy said don't put anything up here. The more air blocks you can have around it, the better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to keep as many air blocks as I can. So my first time actually making a witch farm in the 1.16 era, the 1.16 time, shall I say, I actually made it out of pistons. I used pistons instead of these trapdoors because I honestly didn't even know that this whole thing with waterlogged trapdoors was the thing. But now that I know, it is so much easier to build the farm. I wish I knew in the beginning, but sadly I didn't. Alright, so now that you're to this point in the farm, you could pretty much just place all your water in, and guess I'm gonna have to make an infinite water source, aren't I? No problem, that's easy enough to do, as long as I stop misplacing blocks, that is. And water source there, and boom. Now we'll be able to waterlog all of these trapdoors. And just like that, we can move on to doing the redstone. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I honestly don't know what I'm doing, so I'm gonna have to pretty much do this redstone as I go. I watched a quick video, saw this concept, and I figured I could easily enough make it myself. So I'm gonna have to sleep the night away real quick before a billion witches spawn over there and decide to start throwing poison and harming potions at me and knocking me to the void. Alright, so I'm gonna start off from the bottom, but basically what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to throw a line of redstone like this. And let's just test it to make sure this is exactly how you do it, because I don't know. I'm figuring this is how it's done. So we'll break this here, put a lever. Yeah, for a second I didn't think it worked, but it works perfectly fine. So that's exactly how we're going to do it. Now, I guess we'll just leave this like that for now. We're going to have to make sure that all these lines are probably powered by some kind of a redstone torch, and then when the signal is output, it'll turn the torch off instead of turning the torch on, technically. Alright, so I had to take a quick second to kind of figure it out, but now I'll just kind of show you guys what I did. So we basically went like this, put a little bit of redstone on top, and then I just kind of snaked it so it would come up to there. And the next one, it kind of ended up being right there. And the last one will be like the first one, so it kind of comes up like that again. Let's break that. And if I go all the way down and I flick the lever, it'll show you guys. It'll turn all the water on. Flick it again, it'll turn all the water off. So that's perfect. This works exactly how I wanted it to. And now all we got to do is finish up the wiring and wire up a nice little etho hopper clock, and it's pretty much done. All I got to do is throw a roof on it so that the whoops, didn't mean to do that, so that all the witches spawn in the daytime. And yeah, pretty simple. Alright guys, so I'm really bad at doing redstone on camera because I'm trying to think of what I'm doing and build at the same time, and just never works out too good. So basically what I did was a little etho hopper clock back here, and then a little like one pulse thing right here with a piston, a sticky piston with a block on top, repeater coming out, goes into here. So this is a pulse extender, so it's comparators going this way, comparators going this way, with a little bit of redstone in between it, and then it outputs over here to this, which I actually want to redo this a little bit, so like that. That'll be better. So yeah, basically these two right into a repeater, up into your little redstone chain, right into the farm, and yeah, that's basically how the entire thing works. Just make sure you put a little bit of slabs on top of the little hopper clock and on top of that block that goes up and down, so that it make sure it doesn't spawn any mobs. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be able to go back up top, break away these blocks underneath me, hopefully not breaking myself into the void though. And we're going to throw a roof on here, and then we're going to work on doing the collection system, because at the moment it does work. Just tested it before. It was nighttime actually a second ago, and all the witches just get thrown into the void at the moment, and well, that's not helping us collect anything. I'm also debating putting some solid blocks here to block out the redstone like this and like this, just to kind of block away any amount of light that the redstone is giving off. So we'll do that, and then we'll do it like that, just all around on all the sides, just so that this is not emitting any light on here and causing any spawns to not happen. Alright, so as you guys can see, the farm is up and functioning. It's moving pretty nicely. I put the blocks there so that it blocks off all the light from the redstone. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw on a roof. I'm going to probably go out like 10 or 12 blocks in each direction off the little square that I added on top. And I'm not going to bore you guys with that, because that will be a very boring process, and it's probably going to take me like 30 minutes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a nice replay time lapse for the whole top, so I don't have to bore you guys with that whole big process. Let's get right into it. can see, this farm is working amazing. So I ran out of a few blocks over there, so I got to go back to the spawn island and grab some more. But look at that. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 witches already. And if you watched 2 seconds ago, 6, 7, 8. I mean, this farm is insane. I can't even imagine the amount of drops we're about to get. Let's watch these guys. So we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 already. 10. It's one last one spawned, and then oh, he actually survived. The rest of them did not. Oh, and he fell off into the void. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the few more blocks that we're going to need for platform over there, and I'm going to grab some more food, because as you can see, I'm only down to 3 hunger haunches left. And yeah, we're going to finish this up, and we're going to make a collection system. Alright guys, so as you can see, I just finished filling in that little platform. Now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get in here and build a platform 30 blocks down, where all these guys are going to fall down and die onto. So I'm going to get right into that. I'm just going to build that platform, and then I'll be back as soon as I build that down there. As you guys can see, the little collection system so far is working pretty good. So basically what I did, built down 30 blocks and put a line of hoppers right here where all these guys drop down, and they pretty much all fall down, drop onto there, and die. And then all their loot goes into one of these hoppers. As you can see, we're already getting tons and tons of redstone, which is perfect because that's pretty much the entire reason why I built this whole farm, was so that I can finally get some more redstone and start building some automated farms. But yeah, what I'm going to have to do as well is I'm going to probably bring my nether portal down here as well. Just build the platform back off that way. I'm going to go up and grab the glass, and then I'm going to bring these whole drop chute all the way down from up there to here, so that they all stay here, because as you can see, sometimes they push each other over and their drops fall down here, and we don't want that. Beautiful morning in the Skyblock world, and a beautiful morning to have an amazing witch farm. I mean, this thing is spawning so many mobs. Just building this whole chute here nearly killed me like 3 times. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have to go down there and add a chest, because currently there's so many drops that the whole entire system is filled up, and putting a chest down there will just make sure that I can actually get the drops instead of just pretty much having them be wasted at the moment, which is what they're doing. So let's throw a chest in there, and then get over here, you. There we go. And yeah, look at that, perfect. So it's dropping tons and tons and tons of these guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this platform out a little bit, just so that we actually have something to stand on, and then I'm going to move my nether portal and everything else down here, and then when you spawn in, when you come from the nether, I mean, you'll just come instantly right down here. And then in a later time, once I get a bit more redstone, what we'll do is we will actually make a whole automated storage system, and it will sort out the redstone and the gunpowder and the bottles and the the glowstone, yes, and it'll all go into separate chests all underneath this platform, which will be perfect, because then I don't have to sit here and pretty much sort through everything. It'll all be done automatically for me. Alright, so now the portal is moved down here, but the question is it gonna link up, or is it gonna put us totally in a random spot? Please. Oh, thank God. So it links up. Now is this gonna put us right back in the same spot as well? Perfect. So it puts us right here. So now I can continue destroying that whole platform up there, moving everything down here, and as you can see, let's check out how much we have. Already pretty much a stack of redstone, over a stack of gunpowder, about a stack of glowstone. Damn, 2 stacks. Wow, I didn't think of 2 stacks of sticks already. But as you guys can see, this farm works amazing, as I only get 2 spawns. But no, this farm works really, really good. I mean, this was pretty much the only limiting factor I had left of why I was not able to make pretty much any automatic farms, was just that I couldn't get a lot of redstone. I know a lot of people are going to say in the comments, trade it from villagers, like I said earlier, but like, that's not that efficient. So pretty much what would happen there is, yeah, I could trade redstone from villagers, but you got to think about that. So 1 emerald gets me 2 redstone, and that's pretty much for all the villagers. I don't think there's a better trade than that. I think that's pretty much how it is. So I would do that like multiple times, and then the villager would obviously lock up, which would then mean I couldn't trade with him anymore, and then I have to wait for him to unlock, which could take a while. And I guess you could say if I got a ton of villagers, like if I got maybe 20 of them, it'd be efficient. But then you got to think about that. I'm trading iron for that, and then I'm losing my iron resources. So if I want to make a piston, well, then I have to lose out on some iron. So it doesn't really make any sense. it's way better to just build a witch farm, and then you get tons and tons of redstone, literally infinitely, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to give up anything. Like before I was giving up my iron, now I don't have to give up my iron. I could save that up and just come and AFK over here, and I'll already have like a stack of redstone. So if I just AFK'd here like overnight once or twice, I'll probably have, I would say, maybe around 2 or 3 stacks of redstone blocks, which would be really, really good. I could build tons and tons of farms with that. So as you can see, I removed everything up there. So we got our portal, we got our bed, we got our chest down here. And in the time it's taken us to do that, we've gotten about almost 16 more redstone. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is let's do like a 10 to 15 minute little AFK time lapse, and let me show you guys this farm in full effect and fully working, and we'll see how it does. So we'll take a quick look. Actually, what we'll do is we're going to clear out that entire chest, and then we're going to see after 10 minutes how much items we can actually get from this. We won't give like an actual like how many items we'll get, but we'll see exactly what we're looking like in the redstone department, and I guess that's pretty much it, because redstone is pretty much the only thing I'm worried about. So alright, let's do a little 10-minute AFK session. So now that I slept the night away, it's been about 20 minutes I think since I last recorded that, and as you can see, we have almost 2.5 stacks of redstone. We have tons of glowstone, tons of sugar, and tons of all these other resources. So as you can see, this is definitely going to be a huge benefit to have in the world. I'm really just excited that I can actually show you guys what pretty much makes me different, I think, than most of the other YouTubers out there that play Skyblock, at least, because I feel like most of them don't make farms like this. They don't do the things that I'm going to do. They don't make the farms I'm going to make. Like, I'm trying to automate everything. If, like, I want pumpkins, I want to have 100,000 of them. Like, if I want, I don't know, coral, or if I want prismarine, I want to have tons of all that. So, basically, we're going to be making tons and tons of farms in the upcoming episodes. Now that I'm actually able to get redstone, this is just amazing. So I really can't wait to show you guys what this channel is really going to be about, and how I'm actually going to become very different than most of your other YouTubers, because honestly, I don't see anyone doing what I'm about to do. So honestly, you guys better stay tuned for this, because it's about to get really crazy. Alright guys, so that's going to pretty much be it for today's episode. I know it might not have been as long, but it did take quite a long time to record. Getting all these resources, the build up to this episode took quite a lot of time, and I got to make sure that I get my episode out for Wednesday, and I got to make sure that I record the next episode for Friday, because it's going to be on Christmas, and I might not be as available that day to record, so we're going to have to make sure we pre-record that and get it all ready to go up on Christmas. We'll definitely do something a little bit more Christmassy themed the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I hope you guys are going to subscribe and like this video and comment on it, and let me know what you want to see next, because I'm telling you guys, this series is going to get crazy in the next few episodes. You do not want to miss it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.